right, y'all. We back with another reaction right here on ABP Reactions. And right now, the Gucci Mane situation just got worse. Let's find out what happened.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall. This applies in any number of walks of life, but one aspect of the cultural landscape where it's particularly relevant is in hip-hop. When you have acquired a massive following and cemented your place in the genre, that image of you that was enshrined in your heyday must remain polished and pristine. Because if not, the same world that watched you ascend will drag you back down when you lose your way. Although he'll be facing thoughts of his career's demise in some huge mansion, the idea that it's all slipping out of his hands is one that must feel very, very real to Gucci Mane right now. Back in the day, when he first emerged as a trap pioneer, Gucci was a man who would never even entertain the notion of cooperation.
Now, is it any situation that you can see yourself that you would talk to the police about a situation or something?
I don't do that. Where we from, we'll do that. For real, this used to allow us all sit. Well, niggas I fuck with my crew won't do that. We won't snitch on niggas. We stand down for ourselves. Like, if I gotta go, I'm gonna go. I done went before. I don't want to snitch on nigga to save nobody's life, not even my own. I'd die.
And even as he progressed from regional sensation to nationwide stardom, he remained the epitome of a guy from the hood who never sacrificed his authenticity for success.
Well, the last thing that we heard from Gucci was you allegedly threw a girl out of a car, I guess down in Atlanta. What happened with that case?
Hey man, you think I'm gonna talk about that?
I'm just asking.
I'm just saying.
I gotta ask everything.
I'm just asking you.
Yeah, I mean, we ask everything. We seen it on news.
Well, I don't want to talk about that.
Okay.
That's an open case. You can't talk about an open case at this point.
I thought it was settled.
It's definitely not an open case, but it just ain't worth talking about.
In South Carolina, and he came in the radio station, and the Jeezy situation had just broke, and I started questioning Gucci about it, and he talked to me just like that. He said, "I don't feel like talking about right that," and I looked him in his eyes and I said, "You know what? That's a person you shouldn't keep pressuring about questions."
Because it could flip on you.
Even as he maintained and grew after his last trip to prison and accepted the root of some of his issues, people still respected the fact that he made it out without ever stepping on his principles, as well as how he opened up about his struggles.
It took me a long time to say, like, I went to a therapist, I took some medicine because, hey, I'm bipolar. Man, I wouldn't have said that. I'd be like, ain't nothing wrong with me.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell going on, or why I flipped out. I don't know why, but I ain't even trying to see why.
Real shit.
It's like, but, and then you kind of be like, damn, why this shit gotta happen to me? Kind of like a blind thing, like everybody else knowing, what the fuck I gotta go through this for?
But in a matter of days, one piece of paperwork which hinted towards cooperation with the feds, and the response to it, has taken Gucci from an all-conquering ATL hero to a man that people are basically using as a punchline.
Could be Gucci out this mother. Could be worse, man. You could be Gucci. Free proof safety.
And now people are looking at him as though perhaps what Young Thug said on that leaked to jail call was painfully accurate.
Well, they still friends, so how's that?
Yeah, go out, going to jail. I gave just got him turned soft. Start fucking with a nigga.
It's your boy Wildest, and this is the unfortunate tale
God
of
damn,
Gucci Mane's wrecked reputation. In his early years, Gucci Mane never really cared about staying within the law. From a 90-day drug stint in 2001 to beating a murder charge in 2005 after a home invasion involving Jeezy's affiliates, legal trouble was a constant. At one point, it felt like he couldn't go a full year without some kind of run-in. This reputation was so solidified that to this day, many people still believe the viral meme of him telling the judge, "Bitch I might be," when asked if he was guilty, is real. Whatever happened in the past, Gucci took his licks without snitching.
The old Gucci is goated. The old Gucci is goated, man. You can't take that away from Gucci, the old Gucci. This new one, man, what a fucking letdown, man. Listen, I know people like, oh, man, he old, but I be like, yes, I understand that part. But it's the fact that when you look at Gucci, if you've been a fan of Gucci for so long and like what he stood on and always preached about, it's a letdown in that aspect. You know, like, damn, like, look how many interviews he said, like, listen to the music, like, but then I always say, like, shit, man, we never want to let go of how we look at people. We never want to let go of how we look at, like, we never want to let go of how we looked at Boosie. Like, if you wasn't outside for the Boosie era, you won't understand, like, Boosie today, if you only met Boosie today from social media, like, this is different. When Boosie was, he was the nigga. It was the Free Boosie movement might be the biggest free movement, free someone movement ever in hip hop. Everybody was screaming Free Boosie. Face tattoos, everything. Free Boosie was a movement, man. And Gucci was a movement too. Like, Gucci was a nigga. 1017, Burr.
Insisting that he had no inkling of complying with the authorities, even if he meant he wound up back behind bars.
Fulton County Superior Court Judge John Goger decided to revoke 1 year of Radrick Davis's 3.5 years of probation on an assault charge. That means the rapper known as Gucci Mane will have to serve that 1 year in jail. The judge made that decision after hearing Davis has only completed about 25 hours of the 600 hours he was ordered to perform 2 years ago. It also didn't help Gucci Mane when prosecutors mentioned that he violated the terms of his probation by drinking alcohol and doing drugs.
Following a 2014 charge of possessing a firearm as a felon, Gucci went inside once more. But rather than keep the trend of the past intact and refuse to change his ways, Guwap underwent a crazy transformation.
I was drinking pints of lean a week and smoking pounds of weed and just doing all kind of drugs, and just the whole way I was just handling myself before I went to jail was just so negative. It just, it showed in my body, you know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't even stop to see it. So I guess like the day that I got arrested and stopped doing drugs, eventually it started dawning on me, hey, listen, you gotta take better care of yourself. You're gonna be back in the same situation. So that was like really the turning point. You know what I'm saying? The day I went to jail, like I said, okay, listen, I'm gonna make me better. You know what I'm saying? I can't take another day staying in no prison, staying in nobody's jail once they let me out. So with getting all them substances out of my body, that made me able to realize, hey, listen, you gotta work out, you gotta eat better.
At the time, it was believed to be such a drastic shift that fans wondered if it was even conceivable that they were the same guy. This is something which he actually addressed head on.
You hear me that Gucci is a clone. I wouldn't even support or deny those accusations.
The clone accusations. Everybody was calling Gucci a clone.
From 2016 onwards, Gucci took his rightful place as a trap elder statesman, launching 1017 Records' most successful generation, including MCs like Fujiano, the late Big Scar, and of course, Pooh Shiesty. These were all real street guys who were no stranger to trouble in their own right, and at the time, Gucci's own certified status and the changes he'd made would have been a big part of
Don't leave out Asian dog. This nigga, hey, Guwap was, hey, he sorry. What was the other nigga name? Big Walk Dog? Was his name something like that from Texas? Was he from Texas? Big Walk Dog? Or was that nigga, he signed somebody from like the Northwest, the Midwest too. What was the nigga name from the Midwest he signed? He signed a gang of random people.
They gravitated towards him, because even though he'd gone legit, the adherence to the code persisted, even as he segued from gritty MC to full music mogul.
You know what's going on with me? Yeah, I ain't gonna tell nobody, not even the police. I don't believe in none of that shit. Only thing I believe in is don't tell the police.
Good morning. Rule number 1.
See, and that's the skinny Gucci. So if you're watching and you're like, oh, what if he can't tell that he had a gun to his face? I don't get it. Gucci can't tell the police. You don't see what he just said. This is a skinny Gucci. This is the Gucci right now. He's saying he ain't snitching. That's the fucking problem. When he could have just came clean. Hey, y'all, I don't think like that no more. I got my mind clean. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be a citizen. The old Gucci. You know, I'm putting my flag down, whatever. I'm putting it down. I'm a businessman now. Moving forward, that's how I'm going to move. So now when this happens, if we hear that, we going to say, oh, yeah, we respect it, though. Because you older now. So, niggas going to be like, we respect it, but damn. Compared to, like, letting us find out that's how you think now through this situation. You gave us a heads up, man. That's all. It's a lot of people let down because you didn't give us a heads up, man.
For snitch. I'd rather rot in prison as a man than walk free as a snitch. At times, he even showed the occasional sign of feeling as combative as ever. His verses against Jeezy proved that the vindictiveness was still in his blood, performing tracks where he dissed his dead homie and openly admitting that things almost went left.
My nigga, I tell you what, it go like this. When I extended the invitation, I did it as a real man. You feel me? Because I told you straight off the dribble. I told you off the dribble, nigga, we can't do nothing if it ain't street. If I can't perform the truth, we can't do it. It's all good, but let me say my piece. Let me say my piece. Take on. Let me say my piece. It's like this, bro. I extended my hand because I'm a real man. Where we came from, what we been through, nigga. Us, me and you. All these kids out here doing what the fuck they do because they saw what went on with us, dog. So this shit ain't about me, this shit ain't about you. You feel what I'm saying? This shit about King Von. This shit about Dope B. This shit about Nipsey Hussle. This shit about motherfucking Pop Smoke.
With actions like this, it seemed to prove that the real Guwap was still in there all along. He merely had a handle on it. But it's fair to say that in light of recent developments, that performance and all that posturing which his fans once celebrated has aged like milk. All your gangsta is over. Look, it's Gucci the Rat.
A court hearing is now scheduled today as 9 people are facing federal charges for allegedly kidnapping and robbing a popular rapper. Investigators say Gucci Mane was attacked at a Dallas recording studio back in January. The details were just released in the past 24 hours. Our Chris Sadeghi live for us in the newsroom this morning. And Chris, some of those suspects are also well-known rappers. So surprising.
By now, we're sure you know the story. But let's just hit the main points. Just months on from being released from prison, Gucci's 1017 signee Pooh Shiesty reportedly staged an armed takeover with an AK-style pistol in order to force his victim to get out of his contract. Quickly, it became clear that the man who was held up in the Texas recording studio was Guwap himself, with the feds later swooping to arrest not only Shiesty, but 8 co-defendants on some serious charges. If you're new around here, you're probably wondering how this could possibly reflect badly on Gucci Mane. Well, as details about how it went down seeped out, all the Fed documents seem to suggest that the story was being told from the perspective of none other than Roderick Davis, better known as Gucci Mane himself. R.D. Roderick Davis described Williams Jr., Shiesty, as wearing a black Nike brand Shiesty mask, black hooded shirt, and black pants during the offense.
Quote, R.D. was pushed onto the couch in the control room, causing the victims to believe they were going to be executed. Williams Jr. placed the barrel of a firearm to the back of BP's head and ordered him and RD to leave the control room and the studio through the west entrance of the office building. RD then instructed CW and TD to escort them to their vehicle as the victims left, and then turned to Williams Jr. and asked him if they were really taking his watches. Based on later recovered surveillance video footage, the target suspects left the studio and the office building through the east entrance at approximately 4:48 p.m.
The minute that this news seeped out, it rocked hip-hop to its core.
That nigga robbed that nigga broad daylight, nigga, 4 o'clock. 4 p.m. Rob that nigga. Nigga, get up out of here. Beat it. Damn.
Leading to a legend like Guwap to be dissed by people who never have previously dared to open their mouth about him, unless it was in a positive way.
Gucci, man, you was being a bitch, nigga. You was being a bitch. Your ass tried to sign me when I was like 16, 17, gave me a tiny ass chain, begging me to sign to you. Boy, I am not signing your bum ass, nigga. Every artist signing you all died. They fucking hit my car and fuck you on all type of shit. Nigga, why the fuck want to sign your bum ass? You like 55.
What was this, Lil Pump? It looked like Lil Pump.
Years old. And you got kidnapped by Pooh Shiesty.
He didn't stop there either, with Lil Pump even challenging Gucci to a fight.
You are a ass nigga, you's a snitch, and I'll beat the brakes off your old ass. Let's set this shit up for brand risk. I'ma knock your ass out.
Meanwhile, people who'd actually been on the wrong end of rat allegations attempted to shine some light on the situation, and basically said that Gucci's hands were tied.
Gucci Mane, whether he's telling or his cameraman is telling, right? You know what the feds do? What? They're gonna subpoena Gucci Mane, whether his name is what, something Davis, right?
Yes.
I'm breaking it down for you.
Okay.
Once the feds subpoena you, you have to
tell.
You have to. If not, you go to jail for obstruction of justice.
So he'll go to jail if he doesn't.
So
talk.
they're gonna tell. Yeah.
He has to.
So you have to. It's a subpoena by the federal government. I'm breaking this down for you. I know some people who hate it, they're just like, no, fuck, don't believe it, no. Oh my God.
With all these contrasting opinions, it was fair to say that this was a sticky situation for Guwap to move through. At this time, he had one half of the world insisting that he was a snitch, while the other thought that there was a gray area that those calling for his head were ignoring. At one stage, things began to look up when Big 30's lawyer insisted that Gucci Mane won't be participating in any investigation.
Okay, so that was the last that I was caught up on right here, because I remember seeing this part. But I'm like, he already gave us a little, you know what I mean, his little details. But, you know, is he going to take the stand is what I want to know. And then I saw the lawyers came out and said he hasn't been cooperating. And it was like a lot of other people haven't been cooperating. That was the last I was caught up on the situation. So let's see what all transpired since.
Seen in the last couple of days is that Gucci Mane has come out publicly and said that he's not cooperating with the government.
And it is worth noting that last week we did hear from an FBI agent who said that he had not heard from Gucci Mane either. He also noted that there were no working video cameras inside this recording studio at the time of this incident.
But just as things were cooling off, Gucci made a terrible decision that threatened to jeopardize his reputation. Once upon a time, it looked like the situation might blow over. However, Gucci single-handedly changed that when he released his Pooh Shiesty diss track, Crash Dummy, that recalled the situation, featuring lyrics like, "Tell the truth, you went out like a real crash dummy. And after all that, boy, you still signed to me. I thought that it was a business meeting, but it was a setup."
Let me ask y'all now, this record coming out while it's an open case and saying these type of things that he was saying in the song, do y'all look at that like a snitch record? This is an open case. This is why the shit is piping hot in the media. He drops this song confirming some of the things that he's being alleged, that Pooh Shiesty's being alleged of. Basically confirming it in the record. But yet and still, people say, nah, he ain't snitch. He made a fucking song with 2 million views. Basically confirming a lot of things without giving the exact details, but you know, he's giving enough. I don't know, that was crazy. I didn't expect him to do that.
The general public were not accepting this whatsoever. Better not be no diss after he gave a statement. Yeah, I know this not Gucci Mane for sure now. Shit's weak. I ain't gonna lie, this shit killed the rap game. I'm so hurt. Gucci, I can't believe that you did this clown shit. Might as well quit rapping now. It's not often that decisions made by a rapper is so universally hated, but that was certainly the case this time around.
Chat, I'm gonna keep it a beat with you. This is the weakest shit I've seen. It would have been the weakest shit ever if it wasn't for J. Cole apologizing after he got dissed. Getting robbed by your artist, making a police report, then instead of going to get your shit back, dissing the nigga for robbing you. Nah, this is crazy.
I mean, academics got a point there. But man, this shit is crazy. I don't know. Gucci, what is going on, bro? Fuck that. Atlanta, what's going on? All y'all niggas is fucking rats and snitches. And what is happening in Atlanta? What's in the air? What's in the water? What is going on out there, man? Everybody, when all this shit was transpiring, Gucci was the hope that everybody looked to. Like, Gucci ain't gonna snitch. Gucci still, everybody else snitching. Everybody else got allegations. Nope, Gucci clean, man. Gucci ain't gonna let us down. And then Gucci does this. So then you're like, damn, who's left? Future? Yeah. Who's left? Well, I mean, wait. YF and Lucci. I fuck with Lucci. Everybody else? Them allegations is flying on niggas out there, though. God damn, man.
Any of those who had been in similar situations, the notion of being forced to cooperate with the cops made sense given the circumstances. But even Tekashi drew the line at the diss track and flamed him online.
I'm that same nigga that put money on your commissary.
Do you hear your stupid ass self? Yo, I'm the nigga that put your hand on your commissary. Oh, I did this, y'all stabbed me in the back. Yo, what happened? Remember 6ix9ine situation? Y'all remember the 6ix9ine situation? When y'all say, it's the streets, you know what you signed up for? You know what you signed up for? What happened? It's you. Nigga, they pulled up on some... Give me everything, nigga. I want everything, nigga. Take this shit out your ears, nigga. Give me this shit, nigga.
In Freddie Gibbs' case, he just straight up couldn't believe it.
Nigga snitched on a Zaytoven beat. That's crazy.
Gone were the shades of gray for the most part. Now, people were mostly cooking Gucci to the point that it looked unsalvageable. Then, you had the views of Loon from the It's Up There podcast, who said that it wasn't necessarily the diss itself that was the problem, but the way he rolled it out and the timing instead.
You know, the reason why the song come with great disappointment as it pertains to Gucci. I'm gonna keep hammering this down because for me this is important. While simultaneously the FBI is presenting their case and the lawyers for Pooh Shiesty and 30 are on the other side and saying, well, it don't look like there's nothing going on, and they're saying there's visible holes and there's things missing in the case. It feel like niggas was over there saying, damn, they gonna need me to testify. Man, them folks might need me to testify, man. So what I have to do is slap his little song out. Can y'all do something with that motherfucker? See, because the last...
That is crazy. That was his way of testifying. I ain't gonna take the stand, but I'm gonna drop this song, you bitch ass nigga. This is take what you want to take from this. But I ain't taking that stand. Ooh, that's a cold narrative right there. What if that's what that was about? This is my statement, but I'm gonna make it in a rap song, but I'm not gonna give the full play-by-play. But nigga, yeah, this gonna validate. This is what y'all need to let y'all know that WAP co-signs this. Yeah, what everybody's saying happened, I co-signed it with this song.
Result is me walking into the courtroom now, but I got to go and do it because I got to prove under duress. Now, day one when this happened, I explained to y'all, Gucci is going to have to testify because that's the only way he going to be able to protect the money and the contract if they do have some kind of signed contract with his name on it. You can't just say I was under duress and that's that on that. You have to prove that you were under duress at the time that the contract was signed.
And as for the categorization of Pooh Shiesty as a crash dummy for acting out the way he did, Gucci's critics feel that he needs a reminder that he helped create this realm we're in today, where rappers forget the consequences in favor of looking tough.
The thing that hurt me was the idea that a rapper can come out with a song dissing his artist that did some dumb shit, but he'll call that song Crash Dummy. The irony of that. Because Gucci was a part of those rappers that told these young don't be afraid of the windshield. You created the assembly line, and now all of a sudden a crash dummy?
Another good point. Another great point. That's what I'm saying. If you've been around from the beginning of Gucci's messaging and his music, this is complete opposite. And it's like, nigga, you did lead the crash dummy movement. Now you calling the niggas who followed your footsteps crash dummies. Nigga, what? We are a mode of what you created. Boosie and Gucci definitely had the streets in the headlock. And Jeezy. And you can't take away Jeezy. Jeezy had the streets in the headlock too.
And so why everybody worrying about is Gucci gonna make a statement to the feds, I'm worried about Gucci's statement to the culture.
And for these reasons, things aren't only looking grim for Shiesty and his co-defendants, but Gucci too, when it comes to his place in the culture that once coveted him. When trying to work out why he went as far as to drop a diss, lots of people from the outside looking in had issues trying to work out exactly why someone in Gucci's position would take this approach to being robbed by his former artists. In the collective view of the Joe Budden podcast, Guwap should be above it by now, but they know that he is ultimately trapped by the expectations set for him as someone who emerged from the world that he originated from.
Well, hold on. So you don't like the record?
I don't like anything about any of this.
Me either. You promoting violence in hip hop again?
Huh?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And he's instead of taking the street route like he killed somebody else that tried to kill him, because that's what I'm referring to. So I'm asking my man, are you back on that side? Pack him up.
It's over now. Outside of this song being absolutely horrible.
True.
It sounds like the stenographer wrote it.
Yeah. They tell him.
I'm a businessman. He said I'm a businessman 90 times on this motherfucker. Nigga, who are you telling us? Who you telling court?
Yeah, my problem.
Now, think about what was just said earlier and then what he's saying right now. That makes all the sense in the world. This is my statement, nigga. This is my statement, motherfucker. That is not like, what the fuck, bro? You know what? And I said this to AD. You know, our expectations is too high. What have we seen to make us keep holding up Gucci to his standard? What have we seen in the last 5 years to make us say Gucci is still this? Besides a little video of him saying I'm not going to snitch and all that, but that's just that little small thing right there. That's the skinny Gucci saying it. That's today's Gucci saying that. Still on the same shit Fat Gucci was on. I ain't going to never snitch. And that's the shit right there. Like, bro, why are you doing that? Why are you still pushing that message if that's not how you really feel? People understand that you are older now, brother. You're 46 years old. You could come out and say, hey, y'all, it's over with. You know what I mean? When I was young and dumb, this is what I was on. I'm older now. And you could change that message. You could start, spewing that new message you got. Don't be a crash dummy. I was a crash dummy. I led the crash dummy. Like, you know what I mean? But you can't sit here and exploit the streets and act like you still on street time, and then when some street shit happened, now everybody got to feel sorry for you. But he's a businessman. Oh, what would you do if he had a gun in your face? Woo. Like, no, nigga. That's a civilian. Like, you're feeling sorry. Like, this is a nigga who's been pushing the message, nigga. Fuck these niggas. Fuck everybody. I shoot you this, shoot you that. Nigga, I ain't snitching. I ain't snitching. You know what I mean? Shoot a nigga in the face. So if something happened, we expect you to go shoot a nigga in the face. Like, that's how we look at that shit.
Who was he talking to? Get him out of here. Because this wasn't the tone at the Jeezy verses. I like my street niggas to be consistent.
So he got on the record now that he's a businessman, he ain't no trouble, he not in no street shit, and if somebody turn up missing, it ain't got nothing to do with him. He might be setting the trap.
As for Charlemagne, he believed that this kind of issue would be easily evaded in a different genre, or even if Pooh Shiesty signed to anything other than an artist's own label.
Just saying, but I think at some point, the street code. I know that Pooh Shiesty wouldn't do that to a white man. Well, whenever you hear these stories,
let me ask
it's
you,
literally always the black executives getting put in this position by black artists.
Let me ask.
Ain't no artist running down on the white executive.
Well, the question I have is, because we can't look at it, it's only happening to other black people, but is there security in that, knowing that he's not going to snitch or he's not going to involve the authorities, right? Because they have the same street code. Whereas, like,
I don't even think, if this is true, I don't even think Pooh was thinking like that. I think Pooh was just literally a person whose mentality is still that of
the street.
Others argued that there was a double standard, and that artists have previous...
I don't know about that, Charlemagne, because if you look, all you gotta do is look at everybody's story who was once 10, 17, and what they all got in common. For one, they all hate Gucci, which is, I'm like, damn, then you look, like, even with the, like, asking for the change back after bruh's dead is crazy. like the timing of, like, you worrying about the change and I need the change back. I don't know, man. Gucci, like, his girlfriend definitely plays a major part in Gucci today. She plays a major part. Obviously, she's good at business. She checked the money before he went to jail, flipped it. He came out to a lot of money due to his women making the right smart moves, boss moves, being intelligent. So I don't know, I feel like they keep Gucci sedated. I feel like they definitely give him medication. Whatever he wasn't taking before, he's sedated. Because this ain't the same Gucci we know, bruh. And she's definitely, like, it feels like she's the Phil Jackson of Gucci. Even when they did that Breakfast Club interview, it felt like she right there, like bumping him with the elbow if you say something wrong. Like, she gives those vibes. Like, nigga, she got that nigga tamed.
Done pretty much the same thing, and that there wasn't such a big deal made of it. Young Dolph made a song called 100 Shots dissing Black Youngsta and CMG. While the shooting was an open investigation, y'all loved it. In terms of how it could be avoided, certain people have suggested that the root cause may still go back to the Big Scar situation. Since Scar tragically passed away from an overdose, there has been widespread speculation that Gucci was reluctant to offer anything towards his funeral costs. And considering that Scar was Shiesty's cousin, many speculated that this meant Get Back was on the agenda. After analyzing the situation, Loon believed the Scar situation speaks to an ongoing issue coming out of the 1017 camp, and that is an inability to nurture healthy, everlasting ties between CEO and artist.
No, I'm the big dog of the family. I'm locked up. The next general, the capo that was in position, Big Scar, he dead. Even if you don't like Big Scar, as far as the investment on the label, on behalf of Shiesty, you supposed to done that. And this is the only knock I would have on Gucci Mane as a CEO. Because he has an eye for talent, he can catch things before it bubbles up, but he has poor relationship management.
Exactly. Nailed it. That's the one thing they all got in common that they say about Gucci. Like, nigga, we don't got nobody to help us. We don't got a team. You know what? It fucked me up back when we was, like, the Cash Money shit. They didn't have like, you would think Cash Money had this huge-ass team when it came to doing business. And when we would start producing records from Cash Money, and you kind of find out it was only, like, one person. And y'all don't remember when Cash Money was just in a slew with all the producers and music because nobody was getting paid? And it was just bad business management. And you were like, damn, this nigga Birdman flossed all this money. That's because they ain't paying nobody. That's because he ain't paying nobody. And then when Lil Wayne came out and said Birdman ain't paying, that's when everybody was like, what? Because all the producers were screaming it. Bangladesh had the #1 Lil Wayne song. Hey, they ain't paying. Nigga, all the producers paying. Birdman ain't paying. Then Lil Wayne came out and confirmed it. But same thing, like all the artists have been saying like Gucci got bad business management. All the artists. But yet, and still, people still, it don't matter. You can have 10 artists come out and leave your label and say, hey, 1017 is bullshit. They're terrible. They're going to fuck you over. It's still going to be a nigga that step up like, hey, I'll sign to you. Hey, fuck what they talking about. I'll sign to you. And they have to learn the hard way. It's like you have seen many examples of Gucci dropping the ball with so many artists. Like, who the fuck just makes a video driving around his car to make an announcement that I'm dropping everybody? Hey, yeah, I just want to make this announcement. Everybody on the label is dropped, except for Fujiano and Pooh Shiesty. Like, what? Like, hold on, nigga. This how we got to find out when the internet finds out? Like, Gucci, hey, man, I'm telling you. I feel like they be keeping that nigga sedated. And when he don't take his medicine, he do some fuck shit. I don't know, man. For them to rob that nigga at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, what do y'all think was the real motive? 4 o'clock at a studio, robbing your CEO. Something had to happen. It wasn't just no simple, like, we want to rob you. It had to be a buildup of something there that triggered such a response to go that far.
Like when you can just go live and drop your whole label and just do it on it's poor relationship management.
But no matter what people say, Big Scar's father himself said that wasn't how it went down.
Gucci, I got to send shouts out to Gucci too, y'all. Y'all might not like it, but I got to give my boy what he did, man. He gave my son a major chance, man. I can't let y'all throw dude under the bus like that. The truth is the truth, man. The truth is the truth. I gave nobody permission to do that. Gucci, he signed his 10 bands. I covered the rest. I appreciate that. Gucci them, hey, they best thing ever happened to my son.
Even if he's been cleared of this allegation, there were other underlying tensions between Gucci and Shiesty's camps that have come to light. Through her experience at 1017, former artist Kay Shade said that Pooh and Gucci pretty much never got along.
Let me out my contract. Y'all painting a picture out to make it seem like it's a curse with Gucci. There ain't no curse with Gucci. Everybody chose their own fate. 2 of my goddamn label mates is gone. Y'all got so many opinions, but y'all don't even know that Fujiano and Pooh Shiesty and Scar was beefing with Gucci the entire time. It was the back and forth of who leaving the label and who want to stay and come back and give me your chain, or no, you can have your chain. Like, it ain't even about reading your contract. Everybody wanted respect. It was really no team with 1017 to where we had people that was really there.
Then, there were reports of tension regarding Pooh's right-hand man, Big 30. Apparently, Gucci was never cool with the idea that he should be associated with Pooh or 1017, meaning that when it came time for his friend to stick his boss up, he had no reservations.
How did you feel? All right, and one thing that did go viral with Gucci, how did you feel? Like, I think you had posted a picture of Gucci, and then Gucci was like, nigga, I met you one time or some shit. How did you feel when he had said that? And then what was your relationship like now?
I mean, as soon as I seen this nigga threw us out there, it was me and Shiesty the first time meeting him. So we both like hit him like, damn, what's up with this go out? You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna talk about what we said in the message.
Yeah.
But long story short, Gucci was like, man, I was tripping, I'm gonna fix it. Who did that, man?
Gucci, man, be off the meds when he ain't on his sedation. I'm telling y'all, man, something ain't right with that nigga. Something still ain't right. You can't correct that. That nigga was fucked up in the head for a lot of years. They just giving that nigga, I don't know, man. Something is off. Because I don't get why he made that song with an open case. Speaking about, hey, you a real crash dummy. You made me sign, like why would he? I don't know, man. That's a hard pill to swallow. Like, god damn, Gucci, what the fuck?
He flew a nigga out to Miami, did free song, free video with a nigga, you know what I'm saying? Apologize.
But it was under duress.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We left that little shit behind that.
Yeah.
Gucci just wanted to sign me back. Like,
that's what I was gonna say, because he was one of the niggas that wanted to sign you early on, right?
Wanted to sign.
No matter whether you are a Gucci diehard or someone who only listened to him in passing, the whole situation has people reassessing his entire legacy. And resurfaced quotes like this one from Jeezy has people feeling a type of way about whether his longtime enemy was ever actually on the level.
As far as the other shit is concerned, you know, I just really don't like this throwing my name and all this shit to sell records. That's a whole move. Any
from any hood know if you get in any type of trouble and throw your name in that shit, he's a snitch ass. That's what he is, a bitch ass, snitch ass, dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to get a nigga no light, dog.
So that situation that we were just talking about with the charges and so forth, do you feel like it was a setup because cats came like after you, like they was coming to get you?
Yeah, I think it was a setup.
Do you have any indications on who it might be? Have you heard anything on the streets? Just whatever you feel in your own heart?
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, ain't too many people got the motive to do some shit like that. I just like a detective, learn, you know what I'm saying, look at the motive, who has motive to do it. And this fuck nigga, the only nigga has motive.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah, shit. Goddamn. So Gucci been on. Oh, shit, boy. Them goddamn archives, boy. You can go back and pull. That's why you gotta be careful what you say on tape, man. Nigga, this shit lives forever. This shit lives forever. They can go back like, oh, y'all, hey, Gucci been snitching. Oh, y'all didn't? Oh, y'all, okay, watch this. Let me go pull this video up and show y'all. Damn.
Still, even if you hated every minute of his diss track towards Shiesty, the relevance of his argument that you went out like a crash dummy, and after all that you signed to me, can't be disputed. And in the aftermath of it all, Shiesty's streams have tripled. But judging by the drastic action he took, there's only one person that really stands to profit. This was best explained by Sean Cotton, who basically explained that in a culture where negativity thrives, this was always going to benefit Gucci's pocket in the long run.
So picture how much he's being streamed now. FDO is the #1 streaming hip-hop song right now since the news broke. Shooting up, going crazy. Why I say Gucci Mane won the war is because Gucci Mane's about to clean house. He's about to clean house. And what I mean by that, he's about to eat real good off this. Everybody's tuning in to Pooh Shiesty. Everywhere I went yesterday, everybody was listening to FDO. Everybody was listening to 762 God. Everybody listening to all his Alec, all these songs. Everybody's tuning in, trying to put clues together and shit like that. So, you know, I think Pooh Shiesty is gonna get to around. He's getting 10 million streams a day, and Gucci's just sitting back, cleaning house, and he's eating. He's gonna eat good off this, and you know, Pooh Shiesty brought it on himself.
When it comes down to what it means for Shiesty, his legal team, including noted rapper attorney Bradford Cohen, insisted that he was in good spirits.
How is Pooh Shiesty doing? How's he doing?
He's holding up. It's like any defendant, right? You know, there's ups and downs in cases, and you know this. We've been kind of talking about different cases for a very long time, and we know there's going to be high points in cases, low points in cases, so everyone deals with those things differently. Pooh he's always have a positive attitude. I have a good conversation with him about the case, a good conversation about how we move forward from there, so he's staying positive, just like any defendant should. It doesn't do you any good to get depressed or get angry about things. It's like,
when asked about why Pooh Shiesty went to Staples before heading to the studio, he disputed the idea that it was a premeditated angle to get out of his contract all along.
Charges, I believe drug and weapons charges, and he was sentenced to home detention. He had to wear an electronic monitoring device, and they say that authorities were able to allegedly use the location data from that device to seemingly track his apparent movements near the crime scene, and I believe they say that the ankle monitor was used to track him and Williams Sr. to a Staples, and the allegation was there that they went to a Staples early in the day to print off that agreement, to print off the contractual release paperwork that they say they were forcing RD.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to sign this, Guwap. It's over with. I'm gonna need you to sign it, man. I ain't signed nothing, man. I ain't how this shit work, man. How do y'all think it went down? How do y'all think it went down, man? That nigga said, I need to about this motherfucker, man. Fuck this. I'm tired of playing with your ass. We've been going through this, like the girl said, they been wanting to get out this situation. We been wanting to get out this goddamn deal. Nigga, you playing. I don't know who got the song, because we would assume that Gucci got the song going, right? I don't know. Maybe he do, maybe he don't. But we would assume that it's because of 1017 and Atlantic that Gucci got the song going and he's doing his part. But what if he's not doing his part and Pooh Shiesty and his dad been doing all the heavy lifting? And they like, hey, nigga, you ain't doing shit and you taking all the credit and getting all the money. I don't know. I'm not in their business affairs. Don't know what's going on behind the scenes with them. But to go to this extent of allegedly making a nigga sign his contract at gunpoint, nigga, I really want to get out this motherfucking deal. You know what I mean? God damn. That's crazy. If it was a white man, would he do that? No. But then again, it's like, is a white man walking around to my nigga fuck snitches and I don't snitch, I never snitch, I never snitch. So you gonna treat a nigga like on some street shit. Oh, you stayed on street business, so I'm gonna treat you like a street nigga. We doing gangster business at this point, nigga. I look at you as a gangster, not a businessman. You's a gangster who do business. Because obviously, nigga, if I'm pulling out a gun on you to get out of the deal, instead of like having your lawyer hit my lawyer, unless that was going on, what if his lawyer was contacting his lawyer and they still wasn't meeting nowhere in the middle? And that's all he know. Like, all right, fuck all this. Fuck all this begging. Nigga, gun to your head. Sign this. Damn.
Later sign. And the feds also claim that the surveillance video and the GPS data, they put them there. So talk to me about the ankle monitor.
Sure. First, let me just address the Staples thing. Like, I don't even care if they're at Staples. Like, they're going to a recording studio, and normally my clients usually print off the lyrics for different individuals. If you have 5 individuals that are going to be on one record and they each have a section or a part, they'll usually print those things off. So I really didn't care about the Staples thing. The electronic monitor, again, people will tell me, oh, we have this data. This is the data that we have. And then when I get it, it's typically not what they represent. Now, I don't know. It could be exactly what they represent. And if it is, then we'll deal with it. Then, then we don't say a certain defense of, oh, well, he wasn't there or he was in the area or whatever it is. We have to create the defense and create a way to make sure that they're held to their burden, the government. So it doesn't matter what they say, it's matter what they have.
And perhaps most importantly of all, the alleged document that he was forced to sign under duress is mysteriously missing.
There has been no copy of the alleged contract that has been signed, nor has one been provided during the bond hearing, and they have actually said they don't know if one even exists. They suppose one exists. That's that part of it. Then the interesting part about, hey, am I really having my watches stolen? That's kind of a weird statement to be made.
So let's just say no contract existed. It wasn't about a contract. No contract was printed at Staples and brought there for him to sign. Well, what do y'all think happened then? Subtract the whole theory of him forcing him to sign a contract. Although in his song, he said, it was under duress. But let's say he didn't say that. That song didn't come out. And let's subtract the contract theory. What would make Pooh Shiesty, allegedly, rob Gucci Mane and all his whole team? Make that make sense.
Between these individuals.
This is interesting.
And then what I think also is really important is the sloppiness of the complaint. At the beginning of the complaint, if you read, it says, this robbery occurred at approximately 4:50 p.m. at this address. Then later on in the complaint, it says they all left at 4:48 p.m. at this address. So even the sloppiness of the complaint is quite shocking when it comes to someone who's getting charged with a life felony. That's just one mistake that was made.
Yeah, even though his legal team they won't hesitate to ask you for your head.
Damn, man. Pooh Shiesty potentially getting 30 years. How do y'all think, the culture, the hip-hop world would react to that as far as from a Gucci aspect? Nigga, this is because of you. Even though, Pooh Shiesty's a grown man. He makes his own decisions. This is because of you. It's going to be that. Gucci, it's all your fault because of you. He got 30 years. That's going to be a blow. I could definitely see the hate train. I saw Gucci performed at a college back in his hometown this weekend, and how the internet took that video. And it's like they're looking for something to drag Gucci on right now. And I can see the hate train coming for Gucci. I can see the hate train coming. Yeah. It's a lot of passengers on a hate train right now. But you know how it go, man. It's like, there's always going to be people that love you. There's going to be people that hate you. But at the end of the day, the show goes on. You know what I mean? The show goes on. So let's see how Gucci bounces back from this. Because right now, it's definitely the whole snitch name-calling allegation shit is heavy on his head right now. So let's see how he reacts to this, though, man. Let's see how I want to see, like, his first actual sit-down. Will he come out, or is he going to wait till after the case? He's a wobbler, man. But I said his girl is definitely keeping him intact. So I don't think he'll sit down before the case is over and do an interview. But he's definitely going to have to sit down and do an interview because it's going to be interesting, man. Damn. 30 years. If Pooh Shiesty get 30 years, that'd be crazy. 30 years. That nigga talented as fuck, too, man. And Fujiano just got out today, man. So, welcome home to him. Welcome home, Fujiano. And that's what I want to see now. Like, Fujiano, this is the two people you said you was holding tight to 1017. Pooh Shiesty and Fujiano. Everybody else, y'all could beat it. Pooh Shiesty wanted to got the deal so bad to the point where allegedly he put a gun in and got the shit. Fujiano just got out of jail. How was he being treated by you while he was in jail? Was you taking care of him? Do he feel like coming home and repping? I haven't seen anything today. Let me know. Fill me in the comment section if y'all have. How has Fujiano been feeling? Or how will he feel now coming home in the midst of all this? His CEO is currently in some shit and being dragged for being called an alleged snitch. For his other artist, that was my boy. I don't know. That's a sticky situation, man. Let's see how this one plays out. Atlanta, get it together, man. Get it together. Y'all looking crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Last year, all that LA podcasters had LA looking crazy. But Atlanta, y'all take the cake this year. It's on y'all now. Y'all looking crazy. You feel me? But let me know what y'all think in the comment section. What's going to happen with Pooh Shiesty? What should happen with Gucci? What should happen with Pooh Shiesty? I'm going to give y'all 2 seconds to smash the like. And as always, get ready for the next reaction.